Hola, hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás? Come on in here, beautiful people. Let's get us a quick collective read. I do mean quick, y'all. We're going to get us a quick 30 minutes and see what we got going on with this portal today. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all protecting y'all energy. Door to romance could be opening up. Okay, y'all. All right, thank you to all the new subscribers, baby. Welcome to the family and fam. Y'all already know what it is, baby. 313. Thank you for your love, your support, your likes, your shares, your comments. Y'all just chilling, interacting, and vibing. All right, we got Earth Angel energy starting off with it. Okay, if anybody is curious about a situation or you may be heavy on the Earth Angel energy, y'all, somebody's solar plexus chakra may be very significant as well. I feel charged. Maybe somebody needs to get out with the into the sun more. Your solar plexus connects with the sun. Okay, so just get sun more to help it charge. But somebody could be just in self love energy with the solar plexus energy, loving on yourself, speaking your truth, could be expressing yourself through multiple different ways. Okay, but standing in your power. I feel like somebody is most definitely fully aligned. Somebody could be 37 years old. Somebody could be born in October. A Capricorn could be very significant. Look, Panda never looked this good. I'm telling you, I wear it well. Look, okay, I've been through hell, but I'll always bet on myself. I'm telling you, somebody really, really, really just loving on themselves right now. I feel like just feeling strong. I feel like somebody really, really, really feel very strong. Like if you're a feminine, you feel empowered. You feel empowered. You know you're a strong individual. Okay? All right? You could stand in your masculine energy. But I feel like somebody is most definitely fully aligned, and I hear on fire. I'm loving this. Okay. The first card out was Angel of Strength. I told y'all. Thank you, Most High, for my gifts. All them other cards fell on top of it. I couldn't even see it. Like all I saw was the wing for the angel. But all right, somebody could be 50 years old. Okay. The number five could be very significant. Life path five. Birth number five. But I feel very strong, very resilient. Okay, somebody is not giving up on their self. Somebody is not giving up on life. Somebody is not giving up on a journey, right? Somebody is going to continuously show up for themselves day after day after day after day. Period. I'm loving it. Look, I'll always bet on myself, baby. The fuck? Like, life is hard. Life can be a fucking battle, but I'ma always show up to the battlefield. I'ma always show up to the fight. Bitch, I'm not gonna never fool. You ain't gonna never catch me folding, fool. Ever. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. October 5th could be very significant. May 10th could be very significant. Okay. I feel like if you have any type of questions or any type of concerns, go to your spirit team. That's what they there for. All right. Don't be afraid, my love bug. Like you don't have to be in no special, like atmosphere, but it will help if you can create a sacred place for, you to be able to go to and just vent, express, go talk to your spirit team. You feel me? Like stop relying on I feel like support from the flesh, from the outside world, right? Instead, trust yourself and your spirit team. That's what they there for. They most definitely gonna guide you in the right direction. They're not gonna mislead you, right? The flesh will. You feel me? Okay. Some type of past energy could be releasing envy. Could be getting out of the, envious energy. Letting go with this folded. Look, I let your body decide, baby. If it's good enough for you, already food in it for you. Come get them. Come get them, boo. Okay. Somebody could be looking for somebody though, y'all. Whenever this card come out, this is somebody looking for somebody. The number 16 is out here. 16 represents young girl energy for me. So it could be dating with a younger girl. I feel like it's a young girl in specific that is standing firm in their fucking power. Do you understand me? Somebody not giving up, baby. Somebody could have really, really had a rough journey too. You could have really, your life could have really been showing up like, bitch, come here, pop, 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 pop. Like, you feel me? But you ain't backing down. Like, you feel me? You own them. You own them. You feel me? Showing up every day, bitch. It is what it is, right? Sometimes life is a battle, but I'm not gonna never fool. I ain't gonna never fool. I ain't gonna never fool. I'm loving this. I'm loving this, baby. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm feeling this. Okay? All good energy. I'm loving this. With the past energy, releasing, jealousy, getting out of being envious of someone. Like, I feel like that's most definitely a great. Everything is good so far. Okay? I'm loving this with this 10-10 energy, y'all. Okay? Yeah, please feel free to hit that like button, that subscription button, turn that notification bell on so you get a little ring-a-ding-ding when the video drop, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you, my love bugs. Let's see what's going on. Look, I know it's getting cold outside. Boy, you better come get these fucking clothes. It ain't that cold. Come on. Come get them. Okay. Let's see what's going on, y'all. True clarity, guidance, and protection. Nothing? All right. Infinity with the name Camaro. Infinity and Camaro. So Infinity could be a name, but it also could be a car. All right. And Camaro showed us out too. We got tapped in high vibration, love, peace, and joy. All right, y'all. It happened. Now move on. Okay. I feel like this could be whatever this past energy is. And they could be in the energy of it happened, and they could be finally moving on from the situation, whatever situation. Okay, East Coast could be very significant. Camaro showed itself again. Roll James keeps showing itself, and East Coast keeps showing itself, y'all. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Roll James keeps showing itself with permission. Infinity and Camaro keep showing itself as well. All right. What goes around comes around like a hula hoop. Karma is the bitch, but just make sure that bitch is beautiful. Okay. Somebody could be going through karma. All right. Somebody needs to get it popping and start a business they've been dreaming of. Okay. A little she gave me poetry. He was my first. Somebody could be a pharmacist. Or maybe somebody is thinking about going to school to become a pharmacist. This could be, whatever business your spirit team is guiding you towards. Okay. I don't know where it's going to take you, but, trust your spirit team, right? Trust in their guidance, right? Because look, you never know what skill. I just feel like everything happens for a reason, right? I since I was young, like, I always had the urge to be a nurse, right? And I just knew I wanted to help people, right? And heal, right? But that makes sense, right? So I went to school, like, to be a nurse. Like I became a mother, in my early 20s. So I had to, stop, but I always was persistent with learning, right? So whenever I felt like an opportunity would present itself, I would get in school, right? Even if it wasn't for me to complete it, I got that, I still got the credits and it built up, right? And I got the wisdom. So I was doing home health for years, right? Dealing with older people, just going to their home, taking care of them. One of my clients, I love them. Him and his wife, amazing people. But I used to take care of him. He was a big fella, stroke, patient, right? I said all that to say this. My dad, his medical issue that he had was dealing with, it caused stroke symptoms, right? It was a brain injury, right? And it caused stroke. He would have symptoms as if he had a stroke, right? And those skills and knowledge and wisdom that I ended up, learning, I needed that. Even though I didn't complete it and graduate, I needed those skills. You feel me? To end up taking care of my father. 1331. Just, I feel like it's not a coincidence, right? Think about Cardi B, becoming a stripper, right? Her mama didn't agree with it, but if she would have never took that path, she would never be who she is. All the connections that she made, it came from her being in that strip club. You feel me? And then she really found her true self. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like trust in a path, right? If your spirit team is guiding you there, go with it, okay? Never doubt. Nothing is a coincidence. There we go. Okay. The school of good and evil. Aggie triggered the prince to step outside of the norm. All right. So again, I feel like somebody most definitely should be taking a risk, stepping outside of the norm, or maybe this is what you're doing. All right. Whether you are a pharmacist or it's pertaining to you becoming a pharmacist. All right. But take what resonates and leave what does not. We got toxic male Gemini. The sex doesn't matter. The gender doesn't matter. But the toxic and Gemini does. It's always over some man. So this was somebody could be releasing some type of envy or some type of jealousy that could have been over a man. So I take this my feminines or apply the energy how it fit. Somebody could be a cashier. We got Jay Howell, something about you, but baby, it's just something about you, okay? So, because I feel like females is weird. Females would get mad at you behind somebody that want you. But you're not even looking at this fucking person, don't want the person, probably ain't never held conversation with the person. And if you did have conversation, it was just common courtesy conversation. You feel me? Like, please, you feel me? But because of the way the person, look at you, treat you, or feel about you, like you have control over that. Baby, I have absolutely no control over the way somebody else feel. Like, that's insecurities within yourself, right? The fact that somebody else feeling some type of way about a person is an insecurity within you. Okay? Telling people you're a big freak. Okay? Divorce in black. Mia went back home and found herself. She reconnected with her higher self and held on to it this time. I'm telling y'all, I picked up that energy from right here. I feel like this energy is for this. Most definitely. Okay. Somebody have a past life connection. You know this person from another life. I feel like whoever this person is that's hating on you, this could be a karmic that followed you into this lifetime. All right. Whether it's a family member that, a karmic, again, that they literally chose, excuse me, they literally chose to be reincarnated into your family or as your friend, right? So that they can, again, deter your journey, right? Throw bricks, right? Their whole purpose is to try to stop you. So they doing what they doing. They're fulfilling their contract. You just continue fulfilling your contract, right? Don't even worry about it, Earth Angel, all right? Do what you do, okay? And, the goblins, they got a job too. So let them gobble. Let them, hide in the shade. You feel me? Because that's what they do, right? You light. You far too bright. To dim yourself down to even scoop to these people. Let them keep hiding. Let them keep doing shit on the back scene because that's what they do, right? Let the gobbles gobble, right? But from what it sounds like, they sound like they can be trying to change. All right, manipulation hide in things that's polished and sit in a high place. Okay, so whomever this energy is, they could have some type of stature in the physical, in the material. Um, yeah, but they manipulators, baby. This is Diddy, Kells, type of energy. Epstein, type of energy, right? We got Wale bad, all right, but they most definitely is a thought. Okay, with the bad, they don't know how to love. They don't know how to receive love. They don't know how to give love, and they could really like sleep around. He or she is mirroring you, which is why your energy has been off. All right, make sure y'all doing. Let me tell y'all something. It's with the sentence portal. This is perfect time, y'all. Do y'all a card cut. You know, if you could find time today, release as much as possible. Okay, any type of like issues that could be resurfacing during this time, it's so you can heal it, right? It's so you can release it, because this is the perfect time to do it. All right, so pay attention to the people that you're dreaming about, right? Pay attention to toxic people that's reaching out to you all of a sudden out the blue, right? um yeah, just childhood trauma that's resurfacing, people that's bringing up situations, and it'll trigger something from your childhood, dealing with your childhood trauma. It's coming up so you can really really heal it and release it, because it's the perfect time. All right, we got 17. Somebody could be born on a 17th day of a month. 17 equals 8. Scorpio energy. We also got heavy on the Leo energy, Taurus, Virgo. No, Virgo not out here. I'm sorry, y'all. Libra and Capricorn. We got Utah. We got Fifth Ward. The Book of Enoch. Ye have not been steadfast, nor done the commandments of the Lord, but ye have turned away and spoken proud and hard words with your impure mouths against his greatness. O ye hard hearted, ye shall find no peace. Okay, so again, this is about somebody speaking. We already got the telling people, you're a big freak. So first of all, just FYI, because I feel like people really don't understand, how sins work, but again, the only laws I feel like the Most High actually, left for us was the Ten Commandments, right? And lying on people is actually that's a real life sin. You feel me? So when you lying, telling people that somebody is a fucking freak, bitch, you're literally, you're committing a sin. So you gotta pay for that. And that's what this is about. Okay. All right, so that was chapter 5, verse 4. If anybody want to check that out, all right. If you haven't, read the Book of Enoch, y'all check that out. I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I believe, a lot of the Bible had been manipulated, by religion, right? To manipulate, right? And as a form of control. But for the parts that's true, that's actually in the Bible, it comes from the Book of Enoch, right? Or and the Ethiopian Bible, which is like one of the very very first original Bibles ever, that still exists. But yeah, so just FYI, somebody can have a Tesla. I'm gonna put these back in now, but that's a Tesla that's showing. Okay, because you make me feel good. And I love you, baby. You make me. I want to kiss your lips. Somebody want to kiss somebody lip show. Good love. It could be a toxic male Taurus. It could be a toxic male Taurus in specific. They could be really, really just loving on themselves at this moment. Or it could also be a toxic male Taurus for somebody in specific. They could be looking for somebody. Playing innocent, throwing bricks, and hiding their hands. This could be somebody that you have a past life connection with. Okay. Don't mean it's a good past life, all right? Because these karmics will really be chasing you down. Somebody is beautiful, though, while you're playing. Okay. Medusa, somebody have a beautiful spirit. You have a beautiful vessel, but you have a beautiful spirit as well. All right. And again, you could have really had a lot of people just jealous of you just cause, of 2414, just because of your natural beauty, true clarity, guidance, and protection. And it could also be because of the way people, somebody is realizing, somebody having an awakening. Whoever these hating as, people from your past, like they're having some type of epiphany. They're having a awakening. They're realizing some things. Okay. They could be finally seeing how they was, being envious of a person. And again, it could have been over, a man. True clarity, guidance, and protection. All right, y'all. True clarity, guidance, and protection. I feel like this situation, whatever this situation is, first, I feel like it taught you a lot. Okay. You learned it was a valuable lesson. All right. The mother, she goes in there as naive and she start life. Like, this is like the fool. She's starting life like fresh, right? Going in gullible, naive, not really knowing much, about life and people. But when she come out there, she coming out that bitch like in full power, in full force. You feel me? Stand feet planted, firm. But she's still cute though. Look, cause she's still cute, sis. You feel me? But stronger, wiser, better, more prepared. You feel me? Like, so it gives me this energy. This moon is also sticking out to me. The crescent moon. Somebody could be connected to the crescent moon. Somebody can have the crescent moon print. You may want to do your research with that, my love bug. This energy have been coming out a little bit more lately. If this is one of your gifts, okay, you most definitely is a earth angel. You most definitely have lived several lifetimes. Okay, so welcome back. All right. And you might want to do your research, okay, on how to really use the moon cycles, because you connect to the moon, baby. That moon power, use that, okay? But I feel like do your research, see where your spirit team guides you, right? To what different ways you're able to use the moon powers, to enhance your powers. All right, your gifts. Okay. All right. I feel like whoever this person is, either they're in your energy now. You have not cut this person out of your energy. This most definitely could be a situation, that somebody is smiling and grinning in your fucking face, but they're really, really playing with your reputation behind your back type of energy. Okay, because barrier, separation, and space is in reverse. So I feel like you connected to whoever this is. All right, take that, apply it how it fit, right? Whether this is a romantic or a platonic relationship. All right. New Orleans in the building. Somebody could be a stunner. I'm telling you, we'll reap their karma. Somebody is getting ready to receive karma if they're not already receiving their karma. Okay? But what goes around comes around like a fucking hula hoop. It's already out here. Yep. Okay? I'm telling you. Somebody really, really, really had a rough journey. Somebody had a long journey, baby. Somebody could be tired as a motherfucker from their journey, okay? But I feel like you still, not giving up. No matter how tired you get, like, how rough, the journey may get, baby, you're not giving up. Do you understand me? And I don't blame you, baby. Okay? Let's see what's going on. True clarity, guidance, and protection. I feel like whoever this is, they still learning. Because the mother is not all the way up. So I feel like they're still, they still in their journey, right? Let me tell you, that was something I'm still, like I still struggle with, like understanding that everybody is on their own journey. Not taking it personal, right? Look, whenever they will see me out, you already know what I'm on. Okay? Okay? It's whatever. Why y'all gonna do this to me? That's my bitch Houston in the building. Aquarius energy. Why y'all want me to cut up like this? Somebody could be getting out of the energy of hiding their feelings. I just feel like, oh yeah, I feel like somebody triggered, like, somebody to get out of the energy of hiding their feelings. Like, I feel like somebody could have been in the energy of um on her FYP. The bitch still type in, keep going, cause that's my little shit. Do your thing, but that ain't how I rock. You hoes don't appreciate loyalty. I don't act funny, bitch. I act accordingly. For real, 3101. Okay? I feel it. Okay? It's whatever. I feels it. We could do it. Let me, come on. Cause they about to have me cutting up. Yeah, I feel like somebody getting out of the energy of hiding their feelings, hiding their emotions. It said you need to express how you feel to the one you love to see how they feel in return. Look, wanna fight me over my who? The fuck? People is crazy. For some of y'all, this somebody could be mad with you behind the person that you pulling. about your person. They could want your person, and really in their feelings, like, behind the person choosing you. Again, people is weird in real life. In real life, bro. For real. Especially females. Like, all right. Somebody most definitely could. I feel like somebody could be struggling with releasing their anger. Yeah. I feel like somebody's journey could have them in the energy of, like, I feel like you could be struggling with, I don't really feel like, For some of y'all, it could be, pent up energy. For some of y'all, you could really, really be still holding on to, some type of anger from the past, struggling with really, really fully letting it go. What is this? We got the rejection, and then we got the if you don't eat it right or something, don't lick it at all. That was the part that caught my attention. I don't know what y'all got going on. That been coming out a lot. Look, but she can't leave me alone. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. It most definitely could have hit the light, with somebody telling some type of fucking lies. I feel like whoever this person is that's struggling, with, I feel like really releasing their emotions, releasing their feelings, expressing their self, right? They holding on to a lot of resentment, and I feel like they really, really struggling with it, right? But I feel like some type of truth could have came to, light about the lies that they would tell. You tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good that can happen. I also feel like somebody most definitely could be kind of, I feel like the resentment that they could be holding on to, it could be kind of causing blockages when it comes to them trusting, new people, right? Really connecting to new people. Feeling that everybody is like the people from your past. But baby, I can tell you that that's a fucking lie. Okay. Like they have good and bad with everything, right? They have good and bad like energies, right? Everything is energy, right? So just like good and bad magic, right? Like it's good and bad in everything. People is good, people is bad people, right? Just unfortunately, I feel like when you run across bad people, it's because first of all, it's test of strength, right? Those situations are shaping and molding you in ways that you don't even see yet, right? But when it's all done and you're out of the situation, I promise you, you're going to be able to look back and be like, you know what? Thank you, Father. Because without it, you wouldn't have became the person that you're going to become or you have become, right? Okay. But I feel like they somebody struggling with him. True clarity, guidance, and protection. Let's see. Fixing them. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change, accept them, or let them go. But this is in reverse. So I most definitely feel like, somebody may feel like, or they realize that they can't fix this person. I feel like they haven't, because with it upright, I feel like it's more of you um well needing to accept the situation, or let them go. Either accept them as they are or let them go. So either somebody has accepted a person for who they truly are, realizing that you cannot fix the person, and either I feel like you didn't, somebody did not leave the situation, because distance is in reverse, barriers is in reverse, separation is in reverse. So I feel like whatever this is, you still connected to this person. So either you accept them with their flaws, as they are, and just not worried about it, you're just gonna accept the bullshit. I don't know, y'all. What the hell? True clarity, guidance, and protection. Somebody could be on a social media detox. Somebody could just be learning how to live in a moment. True clarity, guidance, and protection. Somebody's confused. I feel like whatever this situation is, this situation could have you confused as a motherfucker. Like, I feel like the situation within itself can cause a lot of confusion. What is this? Oh, you know what? Ice cold. Look, don't go back. Well, it's also don't back down. That's what it is. So I feel like somebody most definitely is not backing down from situations. Somebody may need to do some type of, I'm hearing protection ritual. Protect your energy, my love bugs. Candles is really, really sticking out to me. I don't know if somebody is trying to you could have had a lot of people that was trying to do like candle magic like along your journey. That could have also been, what could have really, really, really been depleting you, like, just your battles. I feel like in the spiritual realm with the things that was being done on a back scene. Yeah, I feel like somebody don't want to hear no apologies, baby. Somebody is not trying to forgive a situation, like, at all. Like, I feel like it's no broken promises. Like, it is what it is. Whoever this is a lower frequency. Could be a Sagittarius, but they could really, really be demonic, like on some type of shit. Look. Do you know he begged to stay with me, but he wasn't man enough for me? This could be like somebody again behind a dude. People is weird. But baby, you stand the fuck out. Like, you do what you want to do. Like, period. Period. Look, and very magical. Very loyal, very trusting, very reliable. You're a rebel. You stand out. You could be a Leo, or it could be dealing with a Leo, but very mystical. Like, I feel like you could have gifts from your past life. You could have been like some type of sorcerer, in your past life. What is this? I feel like whatever the fuck this is, like, this is somebody your person was smashing. I feel like it wasn't like no type of committed situation. Look, don't you know he begged to stay with me? He wasn't man enough for me, girl. What the fuck wrong with you? Look, they want a second chance, though. This shit opened up to this king, though. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. They was moving out of their ego, though. They was moving out of pride. Look, but you married him. They could have married somebody else. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Look, don't you know he begged to stay with me, but he wasn't man enough for me, girl. Get the fuck. I don't know. I feel like it's a Pisces in specific, my love bug. You most definitely is an earth angel. You're most definitely a star seed. You're most definitely from another planet. You're not a human. Like, you're most definitely different. You most definitely stand out. Very unique. You most definitely could have a deep connection with water. What is this, y'all? Either this is a fucking evil high priest. Again, I told y'all, whoever, I feel like this, whatever this energy is, with this queen in reverse, like, and they could have really been outside. They most definitely could have been like non-committal. They wasn't committing, like, at all. Look, he wasn't man enough for me. Girl, bye. Somebody, it's heavy on the manifesting, though. Look. Baby, somebody is moving the hell on. Do you understand me? Somebody could be walking away from a cancer, moving away from a cancer, releasing a cancer. It could have been somebody that you had a soul connection with. All right. Heavy on the new beginnings. For somebody in specific, it could be some type of new beginning with a Pisces. It could be a Pisces that's doing a research trying to find somebody. See what somebody did. I don't know. Yeah, but take what resonates, leave what does not. I'm telling you, whoever this person, they cold hearted like a fucking like a motherfucker, like for real. I feel like whoever the third party is, whatever that other energy is, I feel like it's another. To my feminine, this is another feminine somewhere. They could have their own business, or they could just really be a boss. Like again, have high status. They could really be well off in a physical. They could be really well off in the physical. Like, they could be right. But whoever they is, they're a hoe. A lot of energy how it fit, baby, but they're a hoe. It's heavy on the hoe. It's like non-committal with the player. They most definitely a thought. They're a playgirl, playboy, whatever you want to call it. But whoever they infatuated with you, like, these bitches is stalking and spying up. This is the energy. I'm telling you. This is the energy. Whoever this is that I feel like either they was the one that was lying with the untrue stories and they're the one that's having a hard time with releasing the anger or whatever resentment that they could be holding on. And I feel like it could be due to some fucking masculine, right? Whether it's your person that they wanted or it's somebody that wanted you and you never was even looking at the fucking person. You feel me? What is this? Some type of air sign. Could be sorry, could be a Libra. They want a reunion. What is this? Somebody is shocked. Some type of secrets could have came out. It could be about somebody who got a real nice hot body. Somebody who look good, I feel like, in the physical. And they could actually be well off as well. Again, heavy on the, being financially well off. It could be a Libra. I mean, I'm saying Libra, but it could be an air sign, y'all. Take what resonates and Libra does not. But I feel like it's a Libra in particular that is grieving over a person. All right, a reunion with a person, somebody who they see as a warrior, as a fighter. All right, but they most definitely could have been either the person changed the direction, changed the course, from them, or somebody sees the person could look at them as a distraction, or they could have actually been a distraction for the person. But now they sorry. Oh, okay, dishonest trickery. I'm telling you. They want to talk, but y'all do what your spirit calls you to do. Let's see. Let's get some advice and get off of this. I pulled these out for the advice, y'all. Cancer energy. First house arrival, which is first house is Aries. I feel like this is about new beginnings, though. Could be coming in, could be emerging. It could be for a Cancer in specific. True clarity, guidance, and protection. What's the advice? True clarity, guidance, and protection. True clarity, guidance, and protection. True clarity, guidance, and protection. Thank you. Ninth house is in reverse. Exploration. Ninth house is Sagittarius. Higher learning, higher knowledge, higher wisdom. What is this? True clarity, guidance, and protection. Oh, that shit coming over there too. Resources is in reverse, yo. The second house, somebody finances could be getting held up. This the outcome though. Let's see what's going on. And then third house with communication. So some type of communication could be coming in. I feel like from whoever this person is that's looking for somebody, wanting to start a new beginning. Okay. That could be where the communication is coming in from, y'all. This person is sad, okay? They could be heartbroken because they don't know where they stand at in a person's life. Nah, I want to kiss you, and then it's literally out here, I want to kiss your lips. So somebody really, really want to kiss somebody. All right. Most definitely some type of new beginnings can blossom in the springtime. All right. Y'all just continue releasing. Y'all know fall is all about releasing. So you're able to receive when spring comes. Look, this is where you ought to be. I just want to satisfy you. Because you're not mine and I can't deny it. We got 47 out here. Somebody could be 47 years old. 47 equals 11. Could be dealing with Aquarius, y'all. Okay, it's in reverse, so I'm going to just read the challenges. When you finally break through and it can see the far horizons, it can be difficult to reconcile the allure of those infinite possibilities with the familiarities of the people close to you. Both are important, all right? So it's advising that you go exploring, all right? Step out of your comfort zone to see what lies beyond the boundaries of your family's bubble, your familiar bubble. Step into a new country, try on a fresh attitude, and immerse yourself in an unusual body of knowledge or a spiritual philosophy you did not grow up with. I feel like whatever this past energy is, like this is, they're not doing this, right? This needs to come up. They need to start exploring, right? I feel like they could have be having some type of epiphany when it comes to them, being envious of a person, and holding their feelings back, could have been not really expressing their self, right? But I feel like they need to really explore, whether it's a new value system, maybe it's again, I feel like it's a new programming, right? And it could just be on a spiritual level as well, right? You're my fire. And immerse yourself in, oh, okay, all right, we said that, all right. It is hard to see your bubble, the lens for your experience, until you step outside it. Look back at your socioeconomic milieu, family and friends and education and comfort. Any unconscious assumptions that your people, your class, your culture is all there. You are being charged to develop a truly diverse perspective and understand that real diversity in a person, ecosystem, or a company builds resilience. Push your unique boundaries. If you are an urban international traveler, you may be most stretched by small town life. Read the philosophy and spirituality from a far corner of the world. Once we've done all this work, share what you've learned with the world as a speaker, writer, traveler, teacher, or internet diva. Wake up the world. I feel like this is what they're not doing. Like, I feel like this could be just the typical, traditional type of person that live their life in a bubble, afraid to step outside of the norm, afraid to step outside of, the traditional system. right? But I feel like whatever this, and that could also be something, that they could have been, jealous of, the fact that, because I feel like this energy is a rebel. The fact that you are a rebel, or whoever is a rebel, right, and stand out. You're not afraid to explore. You're not afraid to, try new things, right? You're not afraid to expand, right, your mind. Yeah. And then we got resources in reverse. Let's see what's going on. But you gotta pass this. All right, so the challenge, because it's in reverse. What you see is not all there is. If you are looking for emotional and spiritual satisfaction in your stuff, you will never be enough. It will never be enough because it never quite scratches the itch. So, again, somebody could be very, very shallow. They could really, really look for surface. They really look for things on the surface, right? They don't really know how to. I feel like you have to go within whoever this is, and I feel like this could be where the confusion comes from, because they're so, I feel like whatever this is, they connected to the flesh. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I feel like they're connected to the flesh, and I feel like that's where they're confused at. The shallowness. Look, look. If you want this pussy, you're gonna have to beg. Ain't no freebie, she freaky, but she got the best test. All right, y'all. Okay, well, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful. I hope y'all got something from this. Always remember, as above, so below. Well, one. Y'all be blessed, my babies. Peace.